Well, with me in the studio is Ognjen Pribićević, Serbia's ambassador to the UK. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much for invitation.
15 years ago, who would have thought Serbia would be where it is now? But it's quite a difficult path ahead, isn't it?
Yes, yes. It's a lot of internal reforms we have to do in future. Of course, we also have to continue our work on normalization process with Pristina. So a lot of things we have to do in the future. But we are, I must say, it's a very important day for us today. We finally started this process, and we are very happy and prepared to do a lot of hard work.
Well, you talk about the hard work. Let's just analyse that in a bit more detail. I mean, the economic reform, the judicial reform.
Yes.
Just explain where you think most of those problems are going to lie, because you're probably going to be dealing with an electorate,
yes,
which is going to be against a lot of this.
Yes, yes. I think the main work would be in the judiciary reforms, in economic reforms as well. Actually, these days we had a huge debate within the parliament about the new law which has to be passed in the parliament, and of course the process of Brussels implementation, I mean the relations between Belgrade and Pristina. So this is the three main topics.
But at a time of European crisis, given what has happened with so many countries joining the EU, how much appetite genuinely is there to join a club which many would consider to be flawed? Yes,
yes, but you must understand that it's very different if you look the future of EU from, for example, some northern part of Europe or from the southern part, especially from the Western Balkans, having in mind the past, especially the near past or current past from 90s, for example.
But is the economic model of Serbia equipped to deal with a one-size-fits-all, bearing in mind the problems that have affected its neighbours and further afield?
Yes, but we really do believe that only becoming the member of family, which is the main goal for us, we will be able to solve our economic problems. So we are fully aware of the problems exist here in the northern part or in Europe as a whole, but we do believe that only with our, again to say, members of family and support of the countries like Great Britain, we will be able to make our economy doing better and better. So I think this is a natural conclusion, because we are within the Europe, so we have to solve our problems with Europe.
But it's something which will benefit Serbia, but not the wider European Union?
I think this is the two-way process. You know, I think that Serbia will contribute quite a lot to EU in terms of our youngsters, especially young generation, a lot of educated people in terms of IT industry. I must tell you that here I'm 2 or 3 months a new ambassador. You know, I have been asked by many British companies in IT business to make a contact with the Serbian business. So I think IT industry is the future of Serbian business, and I think that Serbia will contribute quite a lot to rest of the Europe, if I may say.
And will you recognise Kosovo as an independent state?
No, we will
not.
But
that could well be a stipulation.
Could be, but as far as I know, there is no official requirement for the recognition of Kosovo under our constitution. We cannot do this. There is no political will. Quite contrary, we are very firm. Our president, prime minister, vice prime minister said that we will never recognize Kosovo. Different thing is normalization of relations, which will make a lot of good to Serbian population, then to Kosovo population, then to Europe. And we are fully aware that Europe does not want to import any other conflicts among the
independence is a red line as far as you're concerned at the moment. Ambassador Ognjen Pribićević,
thank you very much
indeed for coming and joining us on the programme.